So this is from another session that I did today, and it's very common when I'm working with people at the end of a relationship breakup, at the end of a divorce. There are people that are very, very frustrated, angry, which I, of course, understand. And one of the very first things they all say, there's no way I'm going into forgiveness with this clown. He doesn't deserve my forgiveness. She doesn't deserve my forgiveness. You know, I hear it all the time, and here's the problem with that philosophy. Is that lack of forgiveness is going to destroy us. It's going to sabotage our lives now because 24/7 there's anger running in the background, there's vindictiveness, there's frustration, there's resentments. That stuff doesn't stop just because you go to sleep at night. That doesn't stop because you're busy all day long. Those feelings are there, and they're getting embedded, and they're going deeper. We teach in most of our courses, we will introduce what's called quantum jumping, helping people jump from this current reality to the next one. And I will tell you that there's no way you're going to get to the next level of incredible reality that you're entitled to if you don't forgive everyone who has hurt you in life. I could tell you stories that'll blow. I'll tell one story right now. You know, the client I just got off the session with, who said I'll never ever forgive him. You know, she went through hell with her former boyfriend, and I mean, constant lies, constant deceit, constant everything you can imagine going on behind her back. And she finally found out. You know, friends were telling her for a couple years that this guy isn't on the up and up with you, and then she found out it was all true. And when she came in, and she's so angry, which I understand, right? I have so much compassion, so much empathy. She's so angry, and she's so sure she'll never forgive him. And till I went through the whole list of all the reasons why it's important to, you know, we need to let go of that anger, that frustration. We'll take it into the next relationship without a doubt. We'll go in doubting men. We'll go in doubting women. We'll go in already projecting that they're going to screw around on us, or we'll go in. There's all kinds of negativity that we carry forward when we choose not to forgive someone. I worked with a woman who, and this is one of the most intense cases I have ever had in my 46 years in counseling, who was sexually molested, abused, made to have sex with her father from 10 to 21 or 22, I forgot what it was, you know, and she had gained hundreds of pounds, had all kinds of addictions, probably between the time that she left the house at 22 or 23 and when I finally started working with her at 45, I don't know how many relationships she had blown through, but she was an absolute mess. And the very first thing she said is, listen, I know it's a long time ago, but there's no way I'm forgiving my father. Well, she did. It was one of the most brutal things that she ever faced in life. And if she can forgive her father, if Auschwitz survivors can forgive Hitler, we can forgive former lovers. We can forgive our parents. We can forgive ourselves, which is another thing that we talked about with my client this morning. Listen, we not only need to forgive your former boyfriend, but we need to forgive yourself. And she's looking at me for what? I said, for staying. I mean, you had how many years of complete dysfunction and chaos? And she looked at me, nodded her head. She said, I can see that that's very valid. And I said, I want you to forgive yourself so that you're clean and clear moving forward. I want you to forgive him. You know, no resentments at all. But listen, it can take time. By the end of the session, she had completely bought in. And like the woman that forgave her father for the sexual molestation, the rape that was just horrendous, it'll take a little bit of time. But like with the woman that forgave her father, oh my God, the energy that came back in her life. She lost all those pounds. She dropped every addiction that she had picked up. She took a year off from dating men, and now she's in this unbelievable position, and she's in the dating world, and she's having a blast, and she's taking her time. And to my client that doesn't want to forgive her former partner, I totally understand it, and now she understands. It's probably going to be one of the most important things that she ever does in her life. Listen, if you need help, forgiveness is tough, but we have to do it if we want to rise to that next level, if we want to do that quantum jump and get to a new reality of inner peace and deep love with a partner and financial security. Whatever you're looking for, it's on the other side of doing the work that we don't want to do. If you need help in any area of life, reach out to me at talkdavid.com. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.